If you decide to coach, to teach children, then you're obliged to do it properly, because they deserve that. It is not okay to just make up your training session while you drive to the rugby field. Or you say, now go and run and stretch, and then you go, okay, next one we're going to do, oh, let's do a bit of kicking. You know, it has to have structure, because those kids deserve, you know, to be developed properly. You coach different for under 12s than you coach your Olympic team. If I'm not happy with a player in my senior team, I just say, what are you doing? Get out, sit down, you can't listen, I don't want you here. Whereas you can't coach with an under 12 like that. You know, you need to ask questions and you need to help them, and you can't shout. And I think that sometimes that happens too much. I see coaches at the lowest age group that we've got, and they go completely, what are you doing? You know, get out. That is not your role as a coach. So it's important that we educate people. What is your role if you coach those kids or that age group? And that changes per age group, because people change. They've got different needs. It's athlete-centered. I really want to target people to become specialists in a particular area, age group, coach community, so that you know, we get the best for those players. And it's the same also for the game. You know, if you talk about under 12s, the game is about having fun and exploring. Whereas if you go under 8, it gets structured. And you could even take it as far as for the referee. Your role as a referee, of course, is to make sure that the rules are adhered to. Is that the word? But at an under 12, you maybe have to stop the game and say, hey guys, you can't, that's offside, hey? You can't be in front of the ball. Whereas at ITM Cup, you just blow offside, you know, there's no need to educate. Whereas for the younger ones, you need to educate. So you become the coach is a teacher. Whereas at the end level, he's an empowerer. You know, that's the difference. So that's something that we try to get across. When I came to New Zealand, what we did was we had several courses in place, which were content-wise fantastic. But I thought, especially at the start, the entrance level, like the get started, it was called at that stage, there was a lot of you know, talking, just presenting from a facilitator or a teacher, presenting, and then, you know, that was it. Whereas I thought, wow, if we get people to a classroom for 2 hours or 3 hours, we should be talking water polo. Not general coaching principles or you know, explaining something about the rules. Basically, stuff that you can do in your own time. So I've started this thing which is called, we've called it an electronic learning environment, an ELE, and it's basically an online resource center where people can do complete all kind of modules. There's tests as well, and there's certification at the end of it, and it's a prerequisite to actually go to the face-to-face coaching courses that we started to run at this moment. You don't have to sit through 3 hours. You can do 15 minutes and do one module and come back the next day, and it all gets recorded. And you get, you know, by email you get confirmation which modules you've done, which are still open. So it gives people a lot of flexibility, and it also means that with the coaches, we can spend quality time instead of just going over things that you know, you can read. Yeah. The online stuff that we've got qualifies you as a foundation coach, so a beginner. So we've basically got 3 stages of athlete development, and then there's 4 levels of you know, qualification or difficulty or expertise if you wish. So we've got a first level, which is online foundation course. Then we've got a basic skills and tactics course, and this is, remember, for one particular age group only, like under 12s we've just finalized. Then you can go to a specialist course, and after that you might come on to the national program where we then follow personal development programs. You go to the New Zealand Water Polo website, which is waterpolo.org.nz, and there is a coaching part of the website, and if you go in there, then you can choose to go to the electronic learning environment, the ELE, and all those modules are in there, and anybody can complete them in your own time. You'll get a confirmation email that you've completed a specific module. You do them all, you get a certificate, and yeah, it's cross-sport basically. There is sport-specific modules, so you know, if you're a volleyball coach, you don't need to know what positions water polo have, but if you talk about the coaching diagram or coaching strategies or general topics, I think it's definitely worth having a look. And even if you coach National League or seniors, and what we've developed now is Learn to Play, which is under 12. Even if you coach those seniors, go and have a look, because it will definitely make you a better coach, guaranteed.